Hello and welcome to this video guys. In this video today we'll be talking about how you should prepare for your PMP exam in 2021 to set you up all for success and pass it on your very first attempt. By following the strategies that we'll be discussing in this video today, you'll be able to prepare for your PMP exam all by yourself. That means not spending tons of money in mentorship programs, mock tests and online courses. I passed the PMP exam preparing all by myself on the very first attempt, and if you apply the strategies and tips that I'll be discussing in this video, I'm sure that you'll be able to do it as well. And that is what this channel PMP with Ray is all about, right? To help you prepare for the PMP exam most effectively through self-study. So let's get started. To start with, we'll break down our PMP preparation strategy into 5 different topics that we'll be discussing today. Number 1, key things to note about the new exam structure, syllabus and pattern in the 2021 format. Number 2, the textbooks you should be following for your preparation. Number 3, specific skills and aptitude which PMI tests in the PMP exam. Number 4, which PMP mock simulators you should use and how to improve your preparation using them. And the last and the most important one guys, few of my secret test taking strategies which can be a make or break for your PMP exam. So make sure you watch this video till the end and I hope you'll be taking some notes. So let's start with topic number 1, which is key things to note about the new exam structure, syllabus and pattern in 2021. Now I will start with a myth breaker here guys. There is a very common myth that the PMP exam is a test of the PMBOK. Please note that it is not. The PMP exam is based on the examination content outline or the ECO by the Project Management Institute. That is the actual syllabus of the PMP exam, not the PMBOK. Okay? The PMBOK is only one of the many references which the PMI recommends for the PMP exam, which can be found here. I'll provide the link in the description box for you. Okay? Hence, be very careful of this when you prepare for the exam. So that means you need to follow the ECO of the exam 100%. Note that in the ECO, PMI also mentions the addition of PMBOK as one of the references. As of April 2021, it is based on PMBOK edition 6. Now in future, when PMBOK 7th edition comes out, that will not automatically mean that the PMP exam will also start drawing reference from PMBOK 7. Okay? Till the time PMI comes up with a revised ECO which specifically mentions PMBOK 7 here. Okay? So in future, whenever you are in doubt about which PMBOK edition the PMP exam is based on, always come back to the most recent version of the ECO. Next, as you know by now, the new format of the PMP exam is heavily based on agile and hybrid project management methodologies. So study these subjects very well. Check the reference books on agile that we'll be talking next. Watch some good YouTube videos which are available on this subject. Study the agile practice guide. Do whatever you can to build a strong understanding of the subject. Please do not take any shortcuts here. Okay? Moving on, focus on the new topics which has come up in the PMP exam new syllabus such as servant leadership, minimum viable product, disciplined agile, scrum, etc. You should have a very good understanding of the theory to answer the application oriented questions or the scenario-based questions from these topics. Check my mock exam on Udemy or Review and Prep to practice questions from these topics. And finally, acquaint yourself with the new type of questions as per the new format of the PMP exam, such as drag and drop, hotspot, and fill in the blanks types. Check this free sample from PMI to understand more about these questions. The link will be in the description box. Especially for drag and drop questions, you can practice a few of them from my videos on YouTube which are already published. If you are liking this video guys, please subscribe to my channel PMP with Ray and press that like button. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's move on to the next topic. Which of the textbooks should you refer during your PMP exam preparation? So the first couple of books which you should be reading cover to cover and assimilating all the information from the books are PMBOK Edition 6 and the Agile Practice Guide. These two books are the holy grails for your PMP exam. So you should be studying them very seriously. Don't skip any chapter, process group or knowledge area. Now, even if PMI transitions to PMBOK 7 later during this year, the essence of this step will not change. At that point, you need to focus on studying the PMBOK 7. But be very careful guys. Keep an eye on the PMP ECO as we discussed earlier to check which PMBOK edition the PMP exam is referring to, and you can focus on your preparation accordingly. Other than this, it is very important that you follow a few textbooks as well. Note that the PMBOK and the Agile Practice Guide are codes or standards. They are not text. So you can often find the information very tough and dry. Hence, a textbook works here very well and it will help you to understand the topics of PMBOK and Agile Practice Guide very easily by relating them to the actual project scenarios. A few textbooks which I can suggest are Rita's or Kim's book for traditional or waterfall technique and Robert Wysocki or Kenneth Rubin for agile or hybrid techniques. Okay, you can pick anyone which you like. There are a few other resources as well which I believe will be helpful for you. Make sure you go to scrumguides.org and read the best practices of Scrum from there. Focus on both the 2017 and 2020 updates. You should also visit my website pmpwithray.com to find tons of free resources I have there that will be helpful for your self-study. Also, go to pmi.org, Learning Library and projectmanagement.com and read literature such as articles, papers, etc. linked to the PMP exam ECO from there. Especially projectmanagement.com has a really nice question bank called the PM Challenge from where you can practice. But mind that these questions are from traditional project management. Finally, I would strongly suggest you watch some good tutorial videos on YouTube for the new format of the PMP exam. Apart from my channel PMP with Ray, which I'm sure you'll be subscribing to after watching this video, there are a few good channels as well on YouTube who delivers really nice content for the PMP exam preparation. You can check the tutorial videos from those channels as well. And now let's move on to the third topic, which is the specific skills and aptitude PMI will be testing in the PMP exam. What you need to understand is guys, with the new format of the PMP exam, the exam has moved from a more theory based approach to a practical and application oriented approach. Okay, so it is very important that while you are leading projects in your real life, you apply all the learnings from Agile Practice Guide and PMBOK in those projects and take those learnings with you while you are answering questions in the actual PMP exam. The next skill which you really need to master to pass the PMP exam is the ability to solve situational or scenario based questions. This is very important guys. You can expect at least 70 to 80% of the questions in your PMP exam to be situational or scenario based. Hence, your expertise to solve them correctly within a limited time frame is very crucial. Okay, don't take any shortcuts here. Most of the time while solving these type of questions, you will get stuck between two very close answer choices, both of which seemingly would be correct. The key at that point would be to differentiate between a good answer and the best answer. Check out my situational question playlist to understand the framework which you need to use while solving these type of questions in your PMP exam. Next, you need to develop the capability to think like a servant leader and a people's manager. You will get plenty of scenarios in your PMP exam where you would be expected to resolve a conflict between your team members or communicate a tough decision to an employee or manage ethical issues with your team. Here it is very important that you think and take decisions like a servant leader or a people's manager rather than a dictatorial or a directional leader. Okay, so study the topic of servant leadership in great detail. Moving on, you should acquire the skill to take decisions based on project metrics such as SPI, CPI, or TCPI. With the new format of the PMP exam, you can expect very few or almost no mathematical questions which will actually ask you to calculate these metrics. But you can expect a lot of questions which will provide you a scenario and ask you to take a decision based on these metrics. So you should know what does an SPI greater than 1 or less than 1 mean, or a CPI greater than 1 or less than 1 mean. Okay. Refer to page 267 of PMBOK edition 6 to get an in-depth understanding regarding these topics. Finally, when it comes to ITTOs, that is inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs, the key is not to memorize them blindly but to focus on their application while solving scenario-based questions. As I am mentioning repeatedly guys, the beauty, or you may say the challenge, of the new format of the PMP exam is it is no more a memory based exam. It is an application based exam now. Check my Udemy mock and my ITTO playlist on YouTube to learn ITTOs the correct way and practice scenario based questions from this topic. Now let's move on to the next topic. Which PMP mock exam simulators you should use during your PMP exam preparation. Remember guys, the key is to analyze each and every mock for your mistakes and take the learnings out of it. Don't get fixated with how much you score in your mocks and start comparing it with your peers. That's not the rule of the game. The intent of mocks is to identify as many knowledge gaps as possible in your preparation and close those gaps. Good scores will come as a byproduct of this. Hence, don't chase scores while practicing your mock simulators. At this point, I would suggest that you watch this video on my channel, which talks in detail about how you should go about applying this strategy during your PMP exam preparation to improve your mock scores. Okay, moving on, many of you ask me questions about which mock simulators you can practice from. So now I will list down some free as well as paid mock simulators which you can use during your preparation. But keep in mind that don't just rely on the free ones, okay? Use the free ones only at the very early stages of your preparation to get a basic understanding of PMP style questions. Mind that they don't test you on the advanced level concepts. So if you want a good preparation level, invest in at least 1 or 2 paid mocks as well. Talking of the free ones, you have Simply Learn, Edureka, Exams PM, Prepcast and Oliver Lehman offering them on their web pages. Just Google the terms such as Simply Learn PMP Exam Free Mock or Prepcast PMP Exam Free Mock and you will be able to find them. Okay. Talking of the paid ones, you have mine, which is available on Udemy and Review and Prep at a discounted price. I would definitely suggest you check out that one. I will provide the link in the description section of this video, and you have a few others as well. I have listed down the tentative prices for them. See what suits your budget and you can decide accordingly. Okay, but as I mentioned, invest in at least 1 or 2 paid mock simulators to help you prepare in the advanced level concepts of the PMP exam. And finally guys, some of my most important secret tips that may be a make or break for your PMP exam. Listen carefully. Number 1. Get your application approved as early as possible in your preparation stage. I'm sure you would not want to end up in a situation where you apply for the PMP exam a couple of weeks or a month before your planned exam date and there is an issue with your application, like your application is audited or worst case your application gets rejected. So avoid such surprises at the fag end of your exam preparation and get it approved early. Mind that you have 365 days after your application is approved to book a date for the exam. So plenty of time guys, okay? You can watch this video on my YouTube channel which talks about how to fill up your PMP exam application correctly if you need any help with that.
Next, always go for a center-based exam rather than a home-based proctored exam. There are many examples where the home-based exams have gone horribly wrong for PMP candidates, such as the exam getting cancelled, the proctor cancelling the exam midway, Wi-Fi not working, firewall issues, and whatnot. Hence, I never propose my PMP aspirants to take the home-based exam. Also, the good part with the center-based exam is you would get a hard copy blank paper and pencil to do some scratch work or scribble work if you need to, which in a home-based test has to be managed via the Pearson digital whiteboard. That's not very convenient, okay? So always try to get a center-based exam slot for your PMP exam if possible. Moving on, manage your time very well during the exam, guys. Use the 10 minutes break to do some breathing exercises and stretching just to get your gray cells recharged. Do not leave any question unattempted. I repeat, do not leave any question unattempted. An unattempted question is always scored as wrong, so make sure you attempt all the questions. Worst case, guess randomly and mark any answer if there is severe shortage of time. Managing your time during the entire length of the exam is extremely crucial, guys, so take it very seriously. Number 4. Manage the last few weeks of your preparation smartly. Don't try to mug up any new things during this time frame. Revise your error logs very thoroughly during this period. I recommend that you watch this video on my YouTube channel, which talks about how you should manage your final lap of the PMP exam preparation in great detail. The last and the most important one, guys, even after giving your best shot at the exam, if you are not able to clear it on your first attempt, never lose hope. I'm sure that if PMP exam is important to you, you will make it today or tomorrow. That was not just your day. Accept that it is a difficult exam, but that doesn't mean that it can't be aced in your second or third attempt. Don't give up on your dreams so easily, guys. Remember this nice quote from the movie Shawshank Redemption? Hope is a good thing, maybe the best of the things, and no good thing ever dies.
I hope today's video was useful, guys. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about this video and what other topics you would like me to cover as per the new format of the PMP exam. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you again soon in another awesome video like this. Bye bye.